the Converging Technologies Agenda of the U.S. National Science Foundation in 2002, which in a way started this whole wave of people thinking about that we have to bring together nanotechnology, biotechnology, cognitive science, information technology, neuroscience, in order to enhance the human condition, okay? And these kinds of terms were in fact being used in the National Science Foundation document, and that part of it was because one of the co-authors of that document, William Sims Bainbridge, right, who some of you may know, who's the director of social informatics at the U.S. National Science Foundation, is a transhumanist, right, and a believer in cyber immortality and things of that kind, and so he very much kind of steered things that way. And if you read the document, you can easily see a kind of research agenda to promote the kinds of stuff. And here we go back to David's talk yesterday, right? It doesn't look so different from what David was presenting about the action points that we need to do with regard to developing science and technology. And then the European Union copied this, and there were all kinds of very practical justifications for it. And one of them, and this was something that came out very much in the European version of this in the first part of the first decade of this century, was the need, the pensions crisis, that we in fact can't have, people are living too long and they're retiring too early, and so what you want to do is basically enable people to live at least 5-10 years longer so they don't have to pull down a pension, and you keep the productivity going in a society, especially when the birth rate is dropping. Okay, so from a political economy standpoint, there is some mileage to be had in actually trying to enhance people's life expectancies and healthy lives where they're not reliant on the healthcare system and they're able to work until, let's say, the age of 70, 75. And in the Republican primaries for the U.S. presidential race at the moment, there is one candidate who's actually talked about this quite explicitly, about raising retirement age and all the rest of it, and the value, and that's Governor Christie of New Jersey. Okay, when we were in New York recently, I mentioned him. He made this point in the first presidential debate. So this is an issue that is within the threshold of political acceptance, within which then you would have some kind of justification for having something like an enhancement agenda, right? Like you were saying in the beginning, to get you through, don't have to live 100 years more, but just to get you to live 10 years more would do wonders to the American economy.